got great young talent coming out of the U18 men's national team. Trey Muse is one of those guys who's red hot as a goalkeeper right now. You'll want to keep your eye on Andrew Gutman and Grant Lillard, the way they work on the left side and get up the field with midfielders as you bring in, which they've done, Corey Thomas on the ball now.
Corey Thomas will push it ahead. First time in the penalty area, and the save is made by Verdi, not once but twice. The third try, Indiana slots it home. Andrew Gutman finds goal.
Typically what happens, Dan, when you have a team enduring an injury and a substitution, that's the team that's got to sort through some issues, but it didn't happen that way for Indiana and Michigan. Corey Thomas, the new insert, plays the one-touch forward. With Thomas War, he gets it back, and on the run, War is wide open and onside. War does a great job of cutting the defender. First shot saved, second shot saved by Michigan. The third shot is the charm. Andrew Verdi coming up twice, big time, to keep his team clean. But it was that third finish where Gutman goes right up the gut.
Third of the year for Andrew Gutman. And that should bode well for Indiana. His two previous goals, both game winners. For his third of the season.
Again, you know, Shaka Daly, not bragging because he doesn't do that, but really confident in the way his players and the culture. This is an unusual situation.
Breaking away, Corey Thomas, some options to his left. Knocked away before Indiana can find their second goal.
This is careless and cheeky at the same time. This is a quick touch, and Marcelo Borges is a junior, a very well polished player. Borges pokes that ball thinking his teammate's going to come over on the restart, and very smartly Corey Thomas comes up and decides to go ahead and play.
And saved there by Billy Stevens, or it could have been played into the goal for the second one of the night.
So here's the build-up. Here's Borges standing over the ball, right? He looks like he's going to take it. No, that's okay. I got it. Hey, this is an old trick. This has been done before, the quick poke. And it's been done from quarter kicks. Players who do this all the time.
He's not shy about staying on the field a little extra during training.
Oh, you're right. And I was at Armstrong Stadium on Sunday afternoon, as a matter of fact, and Rashad was out there by himself getting touches on a day off.
That's what he can do as well, hold up the ball, but the offside flag coming up, so that won't count.
Trevor Swartz makes a nice run, gets a nice ball, and is in an offside spot. This is the touch. Oh, my. Well, you know what? I think it deflected. And I think that's where he's caught offside. Great work by our crew. That's a terrific angle.
Michigan hurriedly forward. See the pressure coming immediately there on the Wolverines. Osman trying to twirl around, instead loses it. Michigan hurriedly forward. See the pressure coming immediately there on the Wolverines. Osman trying to twirl around, instead loses it. Here's Osman, 1v2. Gutman dislodges it. Now Indiana. Dorsey meandering his way in the area. Looked to be running out of room there.
Where you see how quick he is, Dan, and how he loves to get forward, take territory with the ball. How about Thomas War? Thomas War gives the ball and then gives the shove, too, as Dorsey's off to the races looking for his target in the box.
So a little different position for Indiana. They're not accustomed to conceding many goals, yet any in the second half this season.
Well, you have to get past that. You have to get past it very quickly and start thinking, okay, we're back at a draw now. We're level. Let's figure out, as Coach Yeagley told us going into the second half, how do we hunt this team and find the spots where we can be successful?
This is Reese Buckmaster. Back and forth, he and Francisco Moore. It's Indiana trying to tear forward there. Corey Thomas with the right-footed try.
Buckmaster does a really nice job on the dribble. Remember, he's a midfielder. That's where he's most comfortable, and going 1v1 with Hallahan is not a problem for him, at least not when it comes to getting to the goal line and cutting this ball back. Corey Thomas not able to connect. Corey Thomas is in playing because Buckmaster had to move to the right spot in the back on the flank because of Jordan Klein's exit in the first 15 minutes of tonight's game due to injury.
Had to ask head coach Todd Yeagley if his legendary father Jerry had any favorites on the team, because now in that position he can sometimes have favorites since he's not in charge, and he chuckled and said, well, no, I'll say no, because back in the day he would never admit to who his favorite player was. You're trying to make some favorites in the penalty area. Indiana, Dorsey was available, they don't go to him.
Well, Thomas War may have intercepted that pass. I'm not sure if he got the signal to let it keep running from Corey Thomas, but Thomas War took this ball that was actually teed up perfectly for Griffin Dorsey. Francisco Moore with that ball through. That's where it should have been left.
Here's Griffin Dorsey again, so dangerous, shedding defenders, and Dorsey's drive is parried aside by Verdi. Not surprisingly, Griffin Dorsey starting to influence this game more, especially now with level terms. A little more desire and ambition here from Indiana.
Just a moment ago, Griffin Dorsey on the dribble. Look how he beats this defender. Billy Stevens, seasoned defender and up and around. And then he lands on his 2 feet after hopping around Stevens' extended leg and quickly chips that ball to force the save by Verdi.
Those long balls are difficult for Indiana to connect to, with that size in the back line for Michigan. You can see the frustration from Indiana. Recovered. It's Gutman, their goal scorer tonight. Toy, the cross coming in, popped wide. First time that Indiana's been dangerous around goal for a while. It was Schwartz with the final touch.
Gutman does such a nice job, 1v1 in the open field on the tackle, takes the ball, he's off to the races. Now Trevor Schwartz checks to Gutman, expecting to combine with him. Instead, Gutman goes to Toy. Trevor's now got to change the path of his run, heads towards to the 12, and that's why he wasn't receiving that ball exactly the way he probably would have preferred. He does make a great effort at going to goal, but Indiana with a neat opportunity, not able to put one in the net.
Sudden, he had a ton of space when the ball arrived. This has been an interesting game. Dorsey, he can change things on a dime. And there the shot maneuvered. Hyacinth with the chance for Indiana. We still have a goal left in this game, a little wide open for the final 15 minutes. Is Dorsey helping recapture possession? This is Andrew Gutman. Switch is available at Gutman. Drive it down the right side. Lillard and Gutman inching their way forward. It's brushed out of trouble there by Osmond. Looking for for a crack, looking for an opening.
Professional stadiums enjoy, but there is a lot of technology out there that the players are wearing in game that gives coaches a lot more information.
You and I grew up in the generations where we thought stopwatches were cutting-edge technology.
Exactly. This is a great ball from the back. Atuahene is on the run. Grant Lillard in pursuit. Two great college players. And Atuahene trying to sell the contact as a foul. The assistant referee wasn't going to buy it.
The home crowd has been quieted by the surprising effort from Michigan. Gutjahr checks over his shoulder. It's Gutman. Back for Gutjahr. First timing for Dorsey. Floats it across, and they're rising up to meet it. Just directing it wide was Mason Toye.
And it has Michigan sort of standing a bit defensively as they go 1, 2, 3, and Dorsey to Rashad. Hyacinth is not able to get that ball down under the crossbar. But in traffic, does a nice job of making contact. It's just not able to get what he wanted at the end. The higher level college players do it. When they turn, they shield the ball and they gain possession in that open field tackle like that.
Indiana looking for a little open field. Francisco Moore will turn it back. Somehow keeping possession. Gutjahr. Buckmaster 1v2, and it's recovered by Hallahan. Zaki will drop it off. Here is Hallahan. Nice idea, but back for Indiana is the big man, Grant Lillard. The #1 team in the country has had their hands full tonight. Dorsey trying to create. There's the cross. But full contact not made there. That might have been the chance that Indiana was looking for to convert.
Well, this is a great opportunity as the service across has Thomas War as a target. Another opportunity for Corey Thomas to put that ball in on the far post.